Okay, next problem. Some amount of rupees 7,000 was lent at 6% per annum and the remaining was lent at 4% per annum. The total SI for both the parts in 5 years was rupees 1600. Find the sum lent at 6% per annum. Okay, some amount of rupees 7,000. Okay, 7,000 was lent at 6%. Okay, if this was the total amount, okay, this is the total amount, and this amount, in this one part was invested at 6% and the remaining was invested at 4%. So the total SI from both the parts in 5 years, okay, how much it was? 1600. So find the sum lent at 6%, they are saying. Okay, so we'll solve this with two methods. Okay, I will discuss both the methods, the traditional method, how we solve this. Okay, so we know that 7,000 rupees was lent in two parts, isn't it? First part was lent at 6% and at a rate of interest, and another part was lent at, the remaining was lent at 4%. Okay, so time was what? Time was 5 years for both, isn't it? Here also it was 5 years and time here also it was 5 years. So what was the principal invested here? We don't know. So let it be X. Okay, and how much amount was invested here? We don't know. So the remaining amount, remaining from 7,000. Okay, so 7,000 minus X was invested at this rate of interest. Okay, so now we know that SI for both the parts, that is SI1 plus SI2, interest for the first part and interest for the second part, together it was 1600, isn't it? So SI1 is PTR upon 100, isn't it? P is what? X into T is 6, 5 into 6 divided by 100 plus again PTR upon 100. P here it was how much? 7,000 minus X into T is 5 into 4 divided by 100, which is equal to 1600. Now solving this will be very lengthy, isn't it? Let us see. It is 30x divided by 100 plus it is 7,000 minus X into 20 divided by 100, isn't it, which is equal to 1600. Now 30x divided by 100 plus 20 into 7 is 2 sevens are 14 and 4 zeros 1 2 3 4 minus 20x divided by 100 is equal to 1600. Okay, now 100 it is common, so directly I can write as 14 4 zeros plus 30x minus 20x is equal to 1600 into 100. So it is 14 4 zeros plus 10x is equal to 16 and 4 zeros here. So 10x is equal to 16 4 zeros minus 14 4 zeros, which is nothing but 16 minus 14 is 2. Therefore I'll write here 10x is equal to 2000. Two and 4 zeros. Okay, therefore x will be 4 zeros divided by 10, 0 cancels, which is equal to 2000. So x is nothing but the principal amount lent at 6%. So how much it was? 2000. That is only asked. So sum lent at 6% is how much? So sum lent at 6% was 2000 rupees. But see the time consumed to solve this. It is so lengthy, isn't it? and it is very time consuming. So let us see how to solve this problem in a easy way. Okay, this was the traditional method or basic method what we follow. So let us see the short trick. Okay, so short trick, to solve this problem I will use mixture and alligation method. Mixture and alligation method. Okay, now we know that 6% interest, it was one was lent and another was lent at 4% interest. So what was the mean of 6% and 4%? See here, 1600 rupees we got, isn't it? 1600 rupees we got for 5 years, isn't it? So 1600 divided by 5 is 3s are 20. So 320 rupees. Okay, 320 rupees for 1 year we are getting. So 320 is how much percent of principal? Principal we know it is always 100%. So 320 is what percent of 100? So 320, we know principal is 7000 rupees. So 7000 into 100. So 0 0 0 0 and this 0 0 cancels. So it is 32 by 7%. Okay, so mean how much we are getting of these two? It is 32 by 7%. Okay, then 4 minus 32 by 7, we will get 4 by 7, and this minus 6% we will get, it is 10 by 7. Okay, so 7 7 cancels, 2s are 5s are, therefore the ratio is 2:5. Now we know that 7 parts, total in ratio it is 7 parts, so 7 parts is 7000. So we want only 2 part, because 2 part is the money lent at 6%. So 2 part is how much? So it is 2 by 7 into 7000. 1s are 1s are. So 2 into 1000 is 2000. So directly we got, when solving with us simple way, we got the answer, that is 2000. Okay. Next problem. A sum of money at simple interest amounts to rupees 600 in 4 years and 650 in 6 years. So find the sum, that is P is how much and rate of interest is how much they are assigned. So it is given that the principal, okay, if it is lent for 4 years, so how much simple interest we are getting? 600 rupees. Isn't, it amounts to, this is amount. At the end of 4 years we are getting 600 rupees. And when it was invested for 6 years, the amount we were getting was 650 rupees. Okay. So the difference between both the years is how much? 2 years. And the difference between amount is how much? 50 rupees. Isn't it? So I can equate 2 years. For 2 years it is 50 rupees. That means for 1 year it is how much? It is 25 rupees. For 1 year it will be 25 rupees. So therefore 25 rupees for 1 year means for 4 years how much it will be? For 4 years it will be 25 into 4, which is equal to 100 rupees. Okay, this is 100 rupees simple interest, isn't it? So we know that amount is what? Principal plus SI. So for 4 years for 4 years only I am doing. Okay, so 600 rupees amount we are getting, and we don't know principal, plus SI we got as 100 rupees. So therefore principal will be how much? 600 minus 100 will be 500 rupees. So principal is 500 rupees. Now rate of interest, how to calculate rate of interest? Rate of interest is, we are getting 25 rupees, okay, on 500, isn't it? So how much percent it is? 25 by 500 into 100%. So 0 0 0 0, 5 ones are 5 5s are, therefore R is how much? 5%. Okay, so principal we got as 500 and rate of interest is 5%. So how we got this rate of interest? See here, 25 rupees for how much principal we are getting? For 500. Okay, so to calculate in terms of percentage, 25 divided by 500 into 100. So that will give us rate percent, that is 5%. Okay, so next problem. An amount of rupees 6,500 at simple quarterly interest, okay, of 8% will yield how much in 2.5 years? Okay, will yield how much in 2.5 years, they are saying. Okay, so but it is calculated quarterly. Okay, till now we saw the problems where per annum it was calculated, means yearly. So now it is quarterly. So before solving this problem, let us see, okay, for half yearly, for quarterly and all, how to solve the problems. Okay, so for half yearly, okay, half yearly means what? In 1 year, it 2 times. Half of 1 year means 6 months and 6 months, isn't it? This is nothing but 2 half years. 2 half years, isn't it? So therefore time is how much? 2 times. 2 times it is, isn't it? It is calculated for this different, this different, means 2 times it is calculated. So time is 2t, and rate of interest is how much? It is R by 2. Okay, it is R by 2 because half, isn't it? Half of for this, half for this, so it is R by 2. So if it is quarterly, okay, for quarterly means how much? In 1 year there are 4 quarters, isn't it? 3 months ka 4 quarters. So time will be for how much time? Means it is 4 times. Okay, so time is 4t and rate of interest is R by 4. Okay, similarly, if for per month we have to calculate, okay, if it is for per month, then in 1 year how many months are there? 12 months, isn't it? So time will be 12 times we have to calculate, so it is 12t, and rate of interest is how much? It will get divided by 12, so R by 12. So this is important for you to know how to calculate if it is half yearly, quarterly and if it is monthly. Okay, that time T and R will keep on changing. Okay, just remember, time it gets multiplied by 2, but rate gets divided by 2 if it is half yearly, and quarterly time will get multiplied by 4 and rate gets divided by 4, and per month time gets multiplied by 12 and rate gets divided by 12. Okay, so after knowing this, we'll solve the problem. So an amount of rupees 6,500 at simple quarterly interest of 8% will yield how much in 2.5 years? Okay, for in 2.5 years how much it will yield, they are saying. So for quarterly, okay, we have to calculate for quarterly, isn't it? For quarterly, time is what? 4t, and rate of interest is how much? R by 4, isn't it? So time how much they are asking? See here, how much it will yield for 2.5 years they are saying. So time they are asking for 2.2 and half is nothing but 2.5 years, isn't it? So time is 4 into 2.5, which is equal to 10. Okay, that means 10 years. And R is how much? R is 8%. So now R will become 8 by 4, which is equal to 2%. Okay. Now we always calculate SI percent, isn't it? So SI percent is equal to R percent into T, we know. So R is what? 2% into 10. So R will be, SI percent will be 20%. Okay. Now we know that an amount of rupees 6,500, isn't it? It is simple interest. Amount means don't take it as amount. Okay, it is P plus SI, not amount. Means they are saying a sum of rupees. Okay, it is nothing but a sum of rupees. So a sum of rupees 6,500. Okay, at simple interest will lead to how much in 2.5 years they are saying. Okay, so in 2.5 years. So we know that 100% is 6,500 because that is the principal they have given. Then 20% is how much? Because we want for that much 2.5 years 20% interest it is. Okay, in SI percentage. So this is for 2.5 years interest. Okay. So how much it is? We don't know. So 20 by 100 into 6,500. So 0, 0, 0, 0 cancels. So it is 65 into 2. It is 130 and one more 0. So it is 1300. So SI we got it as, in amount it is 1300. So it yields how much amount they are asking. They are not asking us sum. They are not asking us principal. So how much amount they are saying. So amount is what? Principal plus SI. So principal we know it is 6,500 plus SI we got it as 1300. So amount will be how much? 7,800. Okay. This is the amount we get at after the end of 2.5 years. Okay. So next problem. An amount becomes 7 times in 15 years. We don't know how much amount, but it is becoming 7 times in 15 years. So in how many years will the same amount become 10 times? So in how many years it will become 10 times they are saying. So the rate of interest remains the same for, okay, for both cases. R is same. So we always know that P is 100%. So 100% it is becoming 7 times. Means what? Into 7, which is equal to 700%. Isn't it? So extra is how much we are getting? Extra is 600%. In how many years? In 15 years we are getting 600% extra. And this 600% is nothing but SI percent. Okay. Extra is always simple in interest, isn't it? So we know that SI in percent is equal to R percent into T. So SI percent is how much? 600% into R percent we don't know, into T is 15 years. So therefore R percent is equal to 600% divided by 15. 1 za 4 za. Therefore R is equal to 40%. Okay, so for 1 year it is 40%. Okay, this is for 1 year. Rate of interest is 40% for 1 year. So they are saying in how many years the same amount, okay, the same principal amount, okay, will become 10 times they are saying. Okay, so that is, if the principal amount is 100%, to become 10 times means multiplied by 10 means it should become 1000%. So 1000% in how many years? So extra is how much? Extra is 900%. Okay, 900% it has to become. So in how many years we don't know. T is equal to how much? So we know SI percent is 900% and r we got it is 40% into time we don't know. Okay, so therefore 900, so percent cancels, 900 divided by 40 is equal to t. So 0 cancels, 4 1s are 4 2s are 8, 1 will remain, again 4 2s are 8, 2 will remain, point and 5. Therefore t is equal to 22.5 years. That means the same amount will become 10 times in 22.5 years. Okay. Next problem. The simple interest on a certain sum at the rate of 16.25% for 4 years is rupees 12,600 less than the principal. Okay, means the interest, whatever interest is there, no, it is 12,600 less than the principal. Means what? The principal minus this will give you simple interest. Okay, now find out the principal. Okay, now it is given that SI in percentage is how much? 16.25% into time is 4 years. So SI in percentage is 16.25 into 4 will be 65%. Okay, now we know that principal is always 100%. Okay, and SI in terms of percentage, how much we got? It is 65%. So the difference in principal and SI in percentage is how much? Difference is how much? 35%. And difference in amount is how much they are saying? It is 12,600. Difference between the principal and simple interest, it is given, it is 12,600, it is given. So SI difference in terms of percentage between principal and SI is 35%, and difference in terms of rupees is how much? 12,600. So directly I can equate 35% to 12,600. So therefore if 35% is 12,600, then 100% is our principal. So 100% is how much? Therefore principal is equal to 100 divided by 35 into 12,600. Okay. Now 5 20s are 5 7s are 7 1s are 7 1s are 7, 7 8s are 56 and 00. So 18 2s is 36 and 3 zeros. Therefore this is the principal amount. Principal amount was how much? 36,000. Okay. Next problem. If a sum of money at simple interest becomes 21 times in 100 years, then it will become 13 times in how many years? Okay, there is a sum of money, we don't know. Okay, that principal becomes 21 times. Okay, 21p it will become in how many years? In 100 years. And it will, so in 13 times, so 13p it will become in how many years, it is asked. Okay, so we know that amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. So now we know that 21p it is becoming, isn't it? 21p it is becoming, isn't? So initially it was only 1p and then it is becoming 21p. So initially it was 1p, then to become 21p, SI will be how much? 20 times p, isn't it? Amount it is becoming 21p. So initially it was 1p, but when interest of 20p was added, it became 21p. That means 20p or 20 times p is becoming in 100 years. Means interest, this SI is becoming 20p in 100 years. Then it will become 12p, not 13p, because in 13p it is 1p as principal and 12p as SI. Okay, then it becomes amount, total amount. Okay. Therefore, 12p it will become in how many years? So, it is 12 divided by 20 into 100. So, it is 0, 0 cancels, 2 1s are 2 6 are, with 6 into 10, 60 years. So, it becomes 13 times, okay, it becomes 13 times in 60 years. Okay. So, with this I have covered all types of problems and the very easiest method to solve all these problems. The easiest method what I have used is SI in terms of percentage, that is R% into T. Using this one concept I have solved all the problems, and using this concept any problem we can solve easily. Okay. So, with this the simple interest topics is completed. Thank you.